Emmys just happened, and it was so good to see. Holy crap, a Star Wars show, Andor, getting nominated in all the most prestigious of the categories, including, and it was unimaginable a while ago, but including Best Drama Series of the Year, being nominated against Succession, being nominated against House of the Dragon, being nominated against all the best shows of the year. Andor's up there. I consider, you've heard me say it a lot, Season 1 of Andor is the best thing Star Wars has ever done since the original trilogy. Not as good as the original trilogy, but since then, and there's a few Star Wars things I love, but I think Andor Season 1 is just the top of the mountain other than the original trilogy. And we've been really anxiously awaiting about when's the Season 2 thing going to happen. And I was kind of caught off guard when I heard Diego Luna say, oh yeah, we're practically done. This comes to us from the folks at CBR who wrote the following. Andor star Diego Luna finally shared a new production update for the highly anticipated Season 2 of the hit Star Wars series, Andor. The good thing about Andor, he said, is we know it has an ending. It's nice to work knowing there's an ending. You can aim for something, Luna said, as he teased the epic end of the Disney Plus series. I have 7 days left to shoot. Tomorrow, I'm flying back to London, and we're finishing this. All right. Rob, you know my word. Tangibilization.
Yes.
It's now like it's real, like knowing. A lot of this has gone under the radar for me about keeping up to date with its production status and stuff like that. And I honestly didn't know, how far along they were or whatever. But to hear that they're now like less than a week away now from when he made that statement of Season 2 being shot, and then all they got to do is finish off the post-production. We know they shoot, there's not going to be as much post-production to go into this as is something like House of the Dragon, whatever. They shoot this all on practical sets. They do all that kind of stuff. I'll tell you what, I don't expect that we'll get it. Well, maybe there's a slight hope we get it at the end of 2024. Probably more realistic beginning of 2025. But the fact that it's this far along, I love this. The question I have though, Rob, is with the first season being as brilliant as it is, and that one scene, which I think on its own should have won an Emmy, that Skarsgård scene where he talks about, I give my life for a sunset I know I'll never see. Right? That whole speech that he gives, it's one of the best moments of television I've ever seen. I just thought that was incredible. What challenges does an Andor Season 2 face? Can they meet that high bar that they set with Season 1? And when do you expect we might actually get this thing dropping on Disney Plus?
Well, like you, I think it's probably going to be 2025 because there's going to be a lot of post-production. I would imagine a lot of visual effects, a lot of work is going to be involved in this. But I think here's the thing, even though he says that they know that there's an ending, it has to have, I think the end has to end with some kind of a accomplishment of some kind for the characters. Because the show has to work as a show too. Now we know tragically, maybe they'll have a great victory, so whatever they're pulling off. Because I think the second season, it's going to be blocks of 3 episodes, and they're going to be, each episode is going to be like a year,
right,
or a year apart or something like that. So I would imagine the whole season is about putting into effect a master plan of some kind that's going to bridge the season, and whatever that's going to be, we're going to see the accomplishment of it or the failure of it at the end of the show. Either way, I mean, I don't know what that might be, but I'm excited. We know that the Death Star is probably going to play into it somehow. We'll probably see cameos of some kind, but I love this show so much, and I think that what's going to be, John, I hope they go back and revisit Rogue One and maybe give us an extended version because we know that, it was darker. By the way, if I can plug the new Designing Hollywood that went up on this channel this morning, I interviewed Greg Fraser, who was the director of photography of Rogue One, and he tells some good Rogue One stories about the making. And
not just Rogue One, he was also the cinematographer of the Batman and a few other
and Dune 1 and 2. He's got Dune 2 coming out and Creator, but he tells some really interesting stories that I didn't know. But look, I'm really excited for this. As far as Star Wars is concerned, this is the most exciting thing I think that is coming down the pike that we know of, and we know it's actually getting made.
Yeah, this is actually happening.
No
question marks like this supposed Rey movie or whatever. It's going to be interesting to see. I'm super, super excited for this. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, Mint Mobile. On average, it takes about 30 days for a person to break their New Year's resolution. So if saving money was on your 2024 list, your odds aren't looking that great. Luckily, I have a 100% guaranteed way to save you money this year. Just switch to Mint Mobile. For a limited time, wireless plans from Mint Mobile are $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. That's unlimited talk, text, and data for $15 a month. I've told you guys many times that after switching to Mint Mobile, I am spending less than a third on my cell bill than I used to with a major carrier. Say goodbye to your overpriced wireless plans, jaw-dropping monthly bills, and unexpected overages. All Mint plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. And don't worry about having to change phones or numbers. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts. So guys, to get this new customer offer and your new 3-month unlimited wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bills to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.